What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan with Michigan Storm Chasers. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We had some Aurora Friday night. We had a nice rainy night last night. And now we're looking at potential for some showers and storms today for portions of the central part of Michigan. Now, why are we talking about this today? Well, we're going to jump into this in a second, but we just got added to a general thunderstorm risk at the 11:30 update from SPC. That includes portions of central Michigan from Roscommon to Flint to Mount Pleasant to Grand Rapids. The light green shaded area is where they added that general thunderstorm risk in. It's not a severe risk, but we could be looking at a stronger storm or two later today. Let's go ahead and dive into the models. So, in the fall time, let's go ahead and dive into our setup here. So, first and foremost, the 500 millibars are mid level in the atmosphere. And this is your system, a mid latitude low pressure here that's sitting just off in Wisconsin, moving our way. And this coloration here, that is your wind shear. That is your basically your jet stream, so to speak, that is associated with the low pressure system. You can see it's quite strong across Michigan here. We have a lot of shear with this system. But as typical with fall, we don't really have much in the way of instability on the surface. Going over here to the HRRR model, rolling over here to our surface instability, we're going to see only a few hundred joules of surface cape on the model here. We have 230 here, going up here, we got 250 at most. So between 1 and about 300 joules of surface cape. Now, for comparison, in summertime, we're looking at 2, 3, 4,000 joules of cape on the surface. So we look at 2, 3, 400. We're looking at it's not too concerning, but in fall, a lot of what we call dynamics can overcome this type of thing. And that is the case today, we're kind of worried about. So, looking at the low pressure system, we do have a lot of what we call surface vorticity. We call it surface vorticity and three cape overlap. So, going back here to that 500 millibar chart, we're going to see all this coloration here is going to be your vorticity associated with this low pressure system. As that moves through the state, there is a ton of vorticity here in the low to mid levels with this system. That vorticity is a little bit of what we call spin. When we overlap that, going back over here to the HRRR model, we do have a measurement of instability called 3 cape, measures the instability from the surface up to about 3 kilometers in the atmosphere. And we look for right around 100 to 200 plus of surface or 0 to 3 kilometer cape. And today we're getting some overlap of that vorticity and that 3 cape there that does cause us to have some concern for some gusty winds and maybe even some brief rotation with these storms just because we have a lot of shear here and that low pressure system is in very close proximity. That low pressure system acts as a little bit of a spin mechanism as it is. So the overlap of that 3 cape here across parts of Michigan and that vorticity, when they overlap, it can cause an atmosphere we call a cheat code or a sneaky type of day. We're going to watch that very closely. Main time frame today from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Going to the model here, the HRRR on the latest 15Z run. We're seeing these showers pop up here across West Michigan. Here's 4 o'clock, here's 5 o'clock, here's 6 o'clock, here's 7 o'clock, and here's 8 o'clock. They clear the state by roughly 9 o'clock. So from 4 p.m. in the west to about 8 p.m. in the east, expect some storms, or at least, very least, some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder moving across the state there that could pose some gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. Isolated severe, possible, but unlikely. And there could be some instances where some brief rotation shows up on radar. We're going to watch it close. We don't expect anything tornadic today, but in the event that it does go, we are here watching and we'll let you guys know immediately. So all I have to say is just keep an eye on the radar today, keep an eye on our page, and keep an eye on the sky if you have outdoor plans. It could get a little dark out there, but overall, it shouldn't be too bad of a day. Just want to hop on there, let you guys know what we're kind of watching. We'll be here live if anything does happen. With that being said, we'll have a full forecast for you guys for the upcoming week tomorrow morning, so stay tuned to that. Appreciate you guys watching. And before I hop off, quick shout out to our sponsor, Cast Roofing and Siding. Roofing, siding, gutter, window needs across Lansing and Battle Creek, South Central Michigan areas. 517-485-9886. Feel free to tell them that MSC sent you. They would appreciate that, as would we. And thank you to Cats, as always, for sponsoring our YouTube videos. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow and not later today.